Good morning, student. So today we will discuss the inventory control and management. So inventory is a list of movable items which are necessary to manufacture a product. To manufacture a product and maintain the equipment and machinery in good working condition. The quantity and the values of every item is also mentioned in the list. So this is the inventory control and management. So inventory is the list of movable items which are generally there in the organization. If it is a organization which is manufacturing different items, so it is a inventory is a list of movable items which are necessary to manufacture products and maintain the equipment and machinery in a good working conditions. So inventory is actually, we can say, it is a money which is kept in storeroom in the shape of the high speed steel bit or a mild steel rod, milling cutters or welding electrodes. Okay, so this inventory control is concerned with achieving an optimum balance between the competing competing objectives. Okay, so it is inventory control is concerned with achieving a optimum balance between the two competitive and between two competing objectives Which are those objectives? These two objectives are, first objectives, the objectives are number one, to minimize investment in inventory. To minimize investment in inventory. Okay, this is the objective of the inventory control. Second objective is to maximize the service levels to the firm's customers and its own operating departments. Service levels to the customer, to the firm's customer and its operating departments. There are different operating departments are there in the firms, and therefore the inventory control having the second objective is to maximize the service levels to the firm's customers and its own operating departments. So inventory controls may also be defined as it is a scientific methods of finding how much stock should be maintained in order to meet the production demand. So we'll take the daily example. Suppose we have to produce the lunch and dinner in your home. Okay, so we have to keep the stock of the ingredients what is required for making the chapati and Sabji. Okay, so this is the inventory controls that your mothers is required to maintain the enough stock in order to meet the whatever the demands of the family. And therefore we can say inventory control is, it is a scientific methods of finding how much stock should be maintained in order to meet the production demand. Suppose it is a mobile manufacturing company, then therefore in order to manufacture the mobiles daily, it is necessary we have to keep the uh, different raw materials that should be present in the stock, and therefore we have to make the inventory of the atoms. It is a list of the atoms which is required to manufacture a mobile, suppose, and therefore we should be able to provide the right type of the material at the right time in the right quantity at a competitive prices. That is the inventory control. Means we should be able to provide the right kind of the raw material at the right time and at the right cost. Okay, so next we'll discuss the inventory classification. So inventory classification is as follows. First is suppose raw uh, inventories. In raw inventory, in raw inventories, this includes suppose raw material and semi-finished products. Semi-finished products supplied by the other firm. Supplied by the other firm. For example, we'll consider the example of suppose the manufacturing of the car. For example, Tata car. So Tata is never manufacture all the items. Okay, the Tata car, suppose the engine may be purchased from the Cummins or maybe some other companies, and the mirror, the mirror which is used for the car, that may be also manufacturing by the other companies. So Tata itself is just assembling all the atoms together so that the car may be manufactured. So the raw materials which is required for the preparation of the car and semi-finished products, it is supplied by the other firms. For example, suppose engine may be purchased from the other, that is a suppose for example Cummins. Engines are generally there in the market, and therefore it may be purchased from the other firm. So that is called as the raw inventories. Okay, and next is the in process inventories. In process inventories. So they are semi-finished goods at various stages of manufacturing cycle. In process inventory means these are the semi-finished goods. These are the semi-finished goods at various stages in the manufacturing cycle. Okay, that is the in process inventory. And the next is the finish inventories. FINISHED, finish inventories. So the name itself indicates something, finish. So they are the finished goods lying in the stock rooms and waiting for dispatch. Okay, they are finished goods. and this is lying in this in the stock room or the dispatch. Okay, so that is called as the finished inventories. And next is number 4, we have the indirect inventories. Indirect inventories. So in this indirect inventories, they include the lubricants and other items. Other items means like the spare parts, which are needed for the operation, repair, and maintenance during the manufacturing cycles. That is called as the inventory, indirect inventories. So in this, it includes lubricants. It includes lubricants and other items. Other items are, for example, spare parts, different spare parts. Okay, and these items needed needed for, we can say, operation, maintenance, and repair during manufacturing cycle. Okay, so this is the 4 types of the inventory classification. Next, we'll discuss the inventory management. How we have to manage all these things as far as the inventory is concerned. Inventory management. So we have to manage all these inventories. To manage these various kinds of the inventories, 2 alternate control procedures can be used to manage all these types of inventories. 2 alternate control procedures are used because we have to control all these activities, and 2 alternate, or we can say 2 alternative control procedures can be used. First is the order point system. So this is generally it is a traditional method which has been using since long time. This is a traditional approach to inventory control. Order point system, it is a traditional approach to the inventory control. And in this system, the items are stocked when the inventory levels become low. Okay, items are stocked items are restocked when inventory becomes low. When the inventory levels become low. Okay, obviously, when you are manufacturing mobile phones and the inventory levels are becomes low, then we have to again restock the items. So that is order point systems. We have to order again the items. So lot size and reorder point calculations are the more spectacular aspects of the inventory management. Once the calculations are complete, then the routine commences for checking delivery and physical items are present or not, that we have to check. That is in the order point system. Next is the material requirement planning. Materials requirement planning. So this material requirement planning is sometimes thought of an inventory control procedure, and it is more than that. Okay, so it is a thought of an inventory control procedure. We can say it is sometimes thought of as an inventory control procedure. Okay, sometimes MRP, that is a material requirement planning, it is a technique used to plan and control, is used to plan and control inventory manufacturing sometimes it is a computational techniques that converts the master schedules for end products into the detailed schedule, that converts master schedule into detailed schedule for the raw material and other components which are used in the end products. Okay, so this is the materials requirement planning. So this is a second type of the inventory management. So detailed schedule identifies the quantity of each raw materials and component items, and it will give us the information when each item must be ordered and delivered so as to meet the master schedule for the final projects. It is also important that the proper control procedure is applied to each of the four types of the inventories. Okay, so in general, the MRP is generally the appropriate control procedure for inventory type first and second, that is raw materials and purchase components and in process inventories. Okay, so next is inventory controls and its objectives and how to achieve them. Inventory control, its objectives and how to achieve them. Inventory control, we have seen that it is a list of the movable items which are necessary to manufacture a products or to maintain the equipments and machinery in the good working position. That is called as inventory control. And we have seen its objectives. Its objective is to minimize the investment in the inventory and to maximize the service levels to the firm's customers. And how to achieve them? So inventory control aims at keeping the tracks of inventories. In other words, inventories of required quality and in the desired quantities should be made available to different departments as and when they needed. And this is achieved by first, how we can achieve that? Suppose if any department requires some atoms, we achieve that by purchasing material at an economical price. Purchasing atoms at economical price. Price should be low at a proper time, as and when we require proper and in sufficient quantity. So as not to run short of any atom at that instance. Okay. Next is the how to achieve this, providing the suitable and secure storage location. Means that location should be suitable and that should be secure. Otherwise, suppose we have kept the material in the store, in the stock room, and that is not available as and when we required, then we can say it is not secure and it is also not suitable. Okay, so we have to keep in a stock rooms and that should be made available as and when we require to manufacturing the atoms. So next is how to achieve this, providing the enough storage space. That is also providing enough providing the enough storage space for keeping the atoms in stock. Next is definite inventory identification system. Next is adequate and responsible store room stock. Staff which is recruited, that should be adequate and responsible for storeroom, that the person should be responsible for that storeroom. Next, how we can achieve that, suitable requisition procedure. Next is up to date and accurate record keeping. Up to date and accurate record keeping. Okay, everything should be up to date and the record should be kept in the registers. Next is the periodic inventory checkup. Periodic inventory checkup. Next is the division of inventory. Division of inventory under ABC items. Exercising the control accordingly and removing the absolute inventory. Exercising the control accordingly and removing absolute inventory. the items which are no more required for manufacturing of the equipments. If such items are there, then we have to remove that from the inventory. Absolute inventory means the items which are no more required for the manufacturing of the atoms. So this is the some points are required to achieve the inventory control and its objectives. The good control over the inventory offers the following advantages. If the we have how we have the good control over the inventories, then probably we have the following advantages. What are the advantages will be there if suppose we have the good control over the inventories? First advantage is that one does not face the shortage of material. Obviously, if proper inventory is maintained, we have the stock of the items, and therefore we never face the shortage of any materials, because whenever we see that the inventory is decreasing, then we place the order and we purchase the items accordingly. So that is the advantage of this. Second is the material of the good quality and procure in time minimizes the defect in finished goods. That is also the advantage. Materials of good quality and procure in a materials of good quality and procured in time. This minimizes defects in finished product. Next advantage is delays in production schedule. Delays in production schedules are avoided. Next advantage is that production target is achieved. And the last advantage that the accurate delivery date. Accurate delivery dates can be certain, and the industry builds up reputation. Reputation by delivering the items within time, and better relationship with customer, and better relationship with customers. Okay. So these are some advantages. We'll discuss now the functions of inventories. Inventories the separate different operations from one another and make them independent so that each operation can be performed economically. So one atom we have to manufacturing, so the main task is divided into the different small tasks, and therefore the separate operations are provided on each atoms, and these separate operations from one another, and we have to make them independent so that the operation can be performed economically. For example, ordering of the raw material can be carried out independently of the finished good distribution, and both of these operations can be made low cost operation by ordering raw materials and distributing finished goods in one big lot than in small batch size. Okay, so that is the functions of inventory. And besides economy, the main and machineries can also be better utilized if the operations are separated and carried out in various departments than if coupled and tied at one place. Okay, so that is the functions of the inventory. Okay, so we have to order the raw materials independently by the different departments. So different departments may require the different items for the manufacturing of the uh, semi-finished products, and therefore if one departments purchase all the items for whole departments, then it may takes many more times, and therefore it is necessary that they should order this item independently. Okay, they have to also distribute these items in a big lot, not in a small lot, so that is also, that will also become economically. Okay, so first function is that order raw material independently independently for economical reason. Okay, and also distribute the finished goods in big lot. Okay, they should be distributed in a big lot. Second function is maintain smooth and efficient production flow. Purchase in desired quantities. Next is keep a process continually operating. Next is a create motivational effect. Means the person may be tempted to purchase more if the inventories are delayed in bulk. So this is the functions of inventories. Next is the economic order quantity. The concept of this economic order quantity is, suppose a problem which always remain is that how much material may be ordered at a time. Problem is always there, how much material is ordered at a time, and industry making bolts will definitely like to know the length of the steel bars to be purchased at any one time, and the length of steel bar is called economic order quantity. What should be the length of the steel bar? And therefore economic order quantity is one which permits the lowest cost per unit and its most advantageous. What is the economic order quantity? The order which permits us to purchase that atom at the lowest cost per unit, that order will become the economic order quantity, and it is a more advantageous. So therefore, before calculating economic order quantity, it is necessary to become familiar with the term maximum inventory. Maximum inventory, minimum inventory, then standard order, and reorder point. Reorder point, which are known as quantity standards. So starting from an instant, suppose inventory so for this economic order quantity, we have to consider one example, and from that examples we have to draw one quantity standard diagram. I will draw this quantity standard diagram. This is a quantity standard diagram. On this side it is a quantity, on this side it is a time in days. Okay, on this side it is a time on these days. So this is a, I will first draw this diagram. This starting from an instant when the inventory OA is in stores. So this is the inventory OA in a store. This much of the inventories are there store, that is OA in the store. So we can say it is a maximum. Okay, now this inventory is consumed gradually in quantity from A along AD.